it's Rob here and welcome to the third of my build videos. We're going to do parts bag C, and we're starting off because it's the black edition on this extra sheet on step 12. This is where we got to last time with fitting the rear axle stroke gearbox. So we'll get straight in with the front arms, and we've got two parts here, BC16. I don't think it matters which one you use, and it looks like it's going to go in that way round. Yep, but first we've got to put one of these BC3s on, these little ball joints, which I think, yeah, I don't think I've got a nut spinner, and it goes on the outside hole, and we just pop that in. I don't think you should tighten it too tight. That should do us. And then, yeah, looking at that, it goes in like so, and it does say to grease, but as it's liable to get dusty, I'm going to give it a bit of a spray. And then put the, what do they call them now? Screw pin, that's what they call them. I can never remember what they call these. And this definitely doesn't need tightening up too tight, because this lower wishbone, shall we say, or only wishbone, is made of very soft plastic, so you just nip it up so you don't strip the thread, and then we can carry on and do the second one. So wipe off any overspray, and we can move on to step 13. Step 13, unlucky for some, is installing the bumper wherever that's gone, and the wishbones, A-arms, whatever you wish to call them, and they should, yeah, I couldn't see it for staring then, go in like so. And like so. And again, it tells you to grease. So again, I'll carry on and tighten everything up. Step 14 is making up the shocks, both front and rear, and as you can see, they're oil filled. One disappointment is they've just got these solid non-changeable pistons, so Unfortunately, they are the cheaper range side of the Tamiya CVA pistons, but hey, we'll crack on. Spring holder on, check. Might put a tensioner on that just to hold the spring firmly in place, and there we go. And I've got to put this part on because I forgot it earlier, so I'll do all that off camera and finish the other one off. And I think 15 I've also done, so next step will be 16. Now we've got all 4 shocks built up, it's time for step 16, which is fitting them to the chassis. So I think we might start with the easiest one, and that's the rear, and that'll be using these 4 brass ball joints. And oh dear, looking at this, they're going to screw in here. And another one hither. And before we get too far, yeah, I've missed it here. On step 5, well, I'm not going back and doing that again, so yeah, don't forget to put your C5 and C8 pieces on at step 5. So I'll get and do that and come back to you. Okay, so take 2. The lower ball joint screws into this hole here, which is in part C8 on this side and C5 on the other. And yeah, it feels a lot tighter. Like that. And then it's just a case of, try that quickly. Oh, there we go, that one was easier. Now the front is a bit more tricky because we've got to first of all screw 2 of these brackets on using the BB1 10mm machine screws and nylock nuts. So it goes through there, and again I think this is going to be another occasion where you could really do with 3 hands because I can't even get the bleeding thing through. Blinking ink. And then we can take one of these brass collets and try. Thank you, finally. Woohoo! There we go. And now I find that I can't get that top end in. Oh yeah, I can. That's alright. Again, another brass collet, bushing, whatever you want to call it. Pop that through. And another machined bolt, because I've just realised it's screwing into a nut. There we go. And then we can simply, hopefully, pop on the steering arm. So I'll get the other side done and we can hopefully crack on. I don't know what's coming up next, but I'm sure I'll find out. Okay, we've got a few more steps to go. First one is 17, which is putting the wheels on the tyres, or the tyres on the wheels. So we simply, with quite a lot of force, you can force the wheel into the centre of the tyre and get it going over a bit. Sometimes, most of the time nowadays, I find it easier to get the outside one in. First, that helps give the inside one a bit of pressure to get it to move over, and there we go, and there we have your 4 wheels and tyres ready for step 18, which is installing them onto the chassis. Step 18, installing the wheels onto the chassis, and for this, something I've not seen before on a Tamiya kit, we've got 2 different types of nylock nuts. We've got the standard flanged ones which go on the rear, but then we've got non-flanged for the front. So that's quite strange for as far as I'm concerned. And we also need bearings. So the bearings are for the front wheel, one on each side. And then it just simply goes on, and if you're using the standard motor, 380 and the plastic bushings, then you do need to grease the axle stubs, and then that just screws on. With either the tool supplied or a nut spinner, and then the rear ones we need a BC9 2x10mm bar, which slots in like so. We then got these C7s, plastic adapters, and that slots over the bar. And then we've got the wheels, which should locate into the 4 holes, he says, and it's not doing it. Why are you not? Oh, because it has, and I'm spinning the axle, and again we just need the flanged nut, but this time we need to keep hold of the wheel while we screw the nut in, and hopefully that's screwed in. Yep. And then we just repeat for the other side, so I'll crack on with that. Step 19 has just shown you how to insert the battery. You basically, if I grab one, you have to poke that out the way once you've connected it, and then put that in and slide it in, but I can't do it like that, so it's not too difficult, but it can be a bit of a pain. So we'll be back once I've turned the page. And the last step of this video is to install the battery holder cover, and for that you're going to need 2 R-clips, and you have to bend them up like so, and then they go in sideways, not that I can see the holes. There we go, like that, and there we have it finished. So with that, that's the end of this video, and the chassis is all finished, ready for a bit of off-roading. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I really look forward to seeing you on the next one, which should be the bodywork and driver figure. Thanks for watching, bye!